The Roland Verselab MV-1. Who even uses that thing in 2025? This guy named O.T.G. What's going on, guys? It's your brother O.T.G. And right now I got the Verselab by Roland, the MV-1 for short. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Listen, man, I've had this thing for a year or maybe 2 years. I've had it for a while now. You've seen it make some cameos in the videos. You've seen it show up a couple times. I talk about it, I hint to it. For anybody watching this video, just sit back and relax, because right now I'm recording this in real time. I got the music playing from the Verselab. You can see this is the song. I'm going to go through and talk about the setup of the Verselab, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. And then depending on how long that takes, I might show you how to get it popping on the Verselab. Roland Verselab MV-1. Some say the predecessor of the MV-8800. So back to what I was saying before I rudely interrupted myself. I've showed the Verselab. I've had the Verselab in videos. I've talked about it. I've showed a couple videos working on it. This thing is probably one of my ultimate favorite pieces of gear that I own. Yup, I said it. You know, I got the MPC, I got Ableton, I got the Yamaha, I got a bunch of different gear, right? But I'm also an artist and a songwriter. And this thing right here, this thing is so ahead of its time. Has so much stuff under the hood that I had to take the time to actually get familiar with it and learn it. And you know, that's pretty funny, because in the time we're in right now, people don't really learn their gear. You know what I mean? They buy some stuff within a couple of weeks. They try to master it, and if they don't get it mastered in a couple weeks, you know, they might send it back, they give it up, whatever. You know, spending $700, $800 or whatever I spent for this thing and pulling it out occasionally, you know, that could drive some people crazy, or some guys who want to feel like they do a lot. You know, they will just buy gear and have it and sit it on the shelf. You know, the more gear they put on the shelf, the better it makes them feel about not finishing beats. You get what I mean? So, this is one of my favorite pieces of gear because it's super focused. I feel like Roland makes amazing gear as it is anyway. You know, if it comes from Roland, you know that it's going to probably have one of these little small screens. And it's funny because so many people hate on the screen, but what I do know is that in 30 years, this little small screen is going to work. That's what I do know, and I feel like Roland thought about that. Like, that's what I appreciate about Roland. It's like a lot of their limitations. In the moment, you'll be like, man, it's 2024. We could have... But when you think about longevity, it starts to make sense. So if you're comparing this to an MPC or anything like that, it's not that. It's got these drum tracks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got 7 tracks right here. And then it's got a vocal track. It's got a built-in microphone. It's got built-in vocal processor. It's got mic ends. You know what I mean? It's It's got USB audio out. It comes with the app it gives you further tactile and hands-on with your faders and all that stuff. It comes with this mastering channel. This is designed for you to finish full songs. That's the idea. So if you're looking into this and you don't write songs, you don't sing, you don't do anything of that nature, this might not be up your alley. But if you are somebody who records yourself or makes your own music or writes your own songs or lays down vocal ideas, this is it. It comes with 3,000 or 2,000. Comes with a lot of sounds built inside. If you're familiar with the Roland sound module and different Roland things, this comes with a lot of those sounds. So inside of this box, you get a lot of the synthesizer sounds, the Juno sounds. You get all of the effects that are on the SP and a couple more. You got a lot of different options in the way that it works. So like right now, let's go here. If I go to my mixer channel, so if I come out of here, come out of my sequencer, go to my mixer, let's go back to our song. We could keep our song playing. If I go here, it says 5-band DQ. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but this is the limiter. It's on the master channel, so if I turn it off, you can hear the difference. Turning it on, that's the limiter, so that's on the master channel. Like I said, it's in focus of you to finish full songs. So the way you do that is you make sections. You get what I'm saying? So you make sections. So if I go over here to section mode, you can see each part of the song. You can see it plays 4 bars. I can switch it to 8 bars. I can switch it to 16. I can switch it to 4. So there's that. This is with no drums. This is with just the kick drum. Alright. This right here is with hi-hats and some of the other sounds. This is with no hi-hats. And this is the chorus, and you see it play 16 bars. Alright, you get that? And so now, if I come over here, here's my kit track. So this has all my drums. This is a kick that I sampled in from my Yamaha. See, it says recorded sample for the kick and the snare. These are sounds that come inside of the Verselab. So we have our 16 pads for our kit. That's one track. If I come over here, this is hi-hat, but it could be anything. Let's just show you. So if I go over here, let's turn it to a piano. So my biggest gripe since we're here is the chord mode. If I press style, I come to the chord mode, and you just get these. That's loud. Let's go to the mixer. Let's turn that way down. Minor, major. So you have that, right? Now, if I press edit, I could change the notes. But man, it's kind of whack, bro. It's just whack. It's super whack. Right off the screen, I don't know if I'm going to show it or not. I do have my J6 right here, the Roland J6. So I am using it to send chords over. you guys know I don't really like having things attached to my machines, but I feel like one thing you definitely want to do if you're going to have the Verselab with limited sampling capabilities, you know what I mean? Because you're going to use your vocal tracks and all of that, then you probably might want to invest in a Roland J6. All right. So outside of that, you know, it's got the cool style. Different applicator styles, but let's get back to what we were talking about. All right. So this says hi-hat track, but it's a piano. So like on this track, I have a sample. It's a pad from the Yamaha. And it could play a different, when I sample it into an instrument track, I could play it that way, right? So you got the cool sequencer. This lets you know that it's set to 2 bars. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? We could take it out 128 steps by using the measures. This is how you switch between the measures. All right. So right here I have a piano. I have the pad. I have this synth. I'm using the J6 to play chords, and then I had the bass. You get what I mean? So we got the bass. So now if I go back out to let's turn the bass down some. One thing about the Verselab is the Verselab's bass knocks. You're going to have a hard time trying to find something else that has bass that hits this hard. And I'm aware of all the other tutorials that are on the internet. I get it. Most of those guys are producers who were just trying to do tutorials or do new product releases based to the MPC or whatever. They're not musicians giving a real musician's breakdown. You get what I'm saying? Songwriter, producer, that type deal. And so essentially the way you operate, you know, you got a reverb send, a delay send, you got EQ, and it's built in on every track. You get what I mean? And these tracks can change per section. So that's essentially the beat right there, okay? So now let's go back to our song. And that's how we have it set up. So I love the Verselab personally, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's super forward thinking. It's something that goes I believe it will be extremely valuable to the people that I'm talking about who are interested in creating their own songs. Let's name this. I wish we could change the naming system. But I do think that it is very dope. And it's something that I'm going to keep forever. It's something that I'm learning on my off time. You know, this thing powers up via USB. Let's save that. It powers up via USB. You know what I mean? You could just plug it into the wall or something. You could fire this thing up with a car lighter. You know what I mean? You could get it running off of that. You know, the only thing is you won't be able to power a mic that needs phantom power, but you could still plug a different kind of mic in here with no phantom power and get it popping off a USB jack. You get what I'm saying? All right, let's load something new. So now we have that. This is how it loads up. Straight for you to get to the music. You know, a lot of people ask about the limitations. The limitations don't bother me at all. Let's use that kick. So I'm going to hit shift and record. This is how we go into sampling. Click this into standby. I got the kick. Now I'm going to put it on that pad. I'm going to set it and say, okay, we can export out. Let's edit it and turn it up. It's all the way loud, but what we can do, if you run into something like that, is turn the EQ on. I turn the gain up on it, on the lows. Turn it up 1 decibel on the mids. Turn it up on the highs, and there we go. Now let's get a better bass there so you can see this is your search feature. Go to kick. Yes, you can load your own kicks in there. You just seen how I sampled it. These are some of the kicks that they have stock. Like, you don't get the most kicks, but you could definitely get it done with these kicks, if that makes sense. They were a little skimpy. They were a little skimpy on the kicks. Let's go load our own kick. So we go to wave file. We could go in here. Let's see what we got here. Got some one shots. Here we go. If you hold load, you can hear it. These are my kick samples. Just some I have on the SD. Let's use that one. That's the one that spoke to me. Now, let's go, since we're here already. Let's go find a snare. Let's use that. Now, see, we could put it on a step sequencer. If I hit edit, I could go right in, fix my volume. What I like to do is once I'm in the edit screen, just leave it open. So, like, I have that. Let's go. We go then over to key offset. So we go back to edit. Let's go turn it down some. So, like, say for example, don't want this to play all the time. We use probability. You got probability on the steps. See it changing colors? So let's leave that at 76. Let's go here. Turn our other kick to 76. Now we have some variation. Let's go get our hi-hats right. And just like all my other videos, we kind of speeding through because I could take a lot of time, but I want to show you. So let's use that. Let's edit the pitch. Okay, we got the pitch right. Now, let's edit the steps. Edit the steps. And now, what we could do, let's change the start point. So, we could add a swing. I like to leave my first one on point, but move my second one. I like to leave a couple on. Now let's say I want to have a ratchet. See? Let's go ahead and pan it. All right, we got it pan. Let's go over here and turn the volume down. Let's go and fix our pitch. Let's go with that. It sounds a little nutty, right? Add that clap on there. So let's use that. But let's mess with the probability. So that clap that comes on there, we're going to fix it, and we're going to fix this last one. Add some variation. So they're orange to let us know that probability is on. See, here's the thing with the Verselab. So like the Verselab, Verselab is kind of a definite thinking man's machine. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna definitely have to make decisions. And there's ways to work around all the limitations. But you're gonna have to take the time and find out all this stuff on your own. Like, I could make some videos, but you can't go in with the expectation that you're going to learn this thing in a night, because you're not. It might take you a couple months. You know, I'm moving fluidly, but even on camera trying to do it, because muscle memory, I've done it so much that trying to do it step by step on camera, I'm still running into small things. Now that we got a basic drum pattern, let's go over here to the sounds, because I feel like I'm taking a long time already. Let's go over here, and you know, I go straight through it. So I don't try not to stop. We try to go from beginning to end. So you can see we have it in categories. You can separate it. It says all number, all alphabet. Then you got synth bass, synth lead, synth pad, polykey, synth sequencer, pulse, hit, synth effects, sound effects, synth brass, bell pad, acoustic piano, pop piano, grand piano, electric piano 1 and 2, electric organ, pipe organ, reed organ, harpsichord, clav, celestia, accordion, harmonica, bell, mallet, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, distorted guitar, acoustic bass, electric bass, pluck, solo string, ensemble strings, orchestra, solo brass, ensemble brass, wind, flute, sax, recorder, vocals, scattered, phrase, beat and groove, drums, percussion, stack, zone. Alright? I don't even think I've ever went that far. So let's go into pulse. Let's just pick something, go to our mixer, turn it down. Ear fatigue is real, we don't want to be jammed. Okay, now let's go back. Let's use that. Okay, so now we want to change this from 1 bar to 2 bars. So I'm gonna hold copy, hit my measure. Now we add, change this, to 4 bars, excuse me. Or 2 bars, I'm tripping. Let's go. go in and let's go to our mixer and turn that back up. Well, let's go to our EQ. Okay, now let's say I want to change some of the parameters. This is how you change the parameters for that sound. You got 3 control knobs. So like if I told control knob 1, it controls the cutoff. Right. Let's set this back to 0. Now, if I held edit and turn the control knob, it gives me different ones. See, it says not assigned, level, pan, coarse tune, fine tune, portamento, porta time, cutoff, resonance, attack, decay, release, vibrato rate, vibrato depth, vibrato delay, octave shift, delay send, reverb send, pitch bend, system control 1, 2, and 4, then whatever the effect is, the delay. So it will set the cutoff. I could change each one of these knobs to kind of do that. I know a lot of people complain and say, hey, you can't see it. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many other parameters, but again, this is based around songwriting and creating songs. So this limitation it gives you is limited to the things that people change the most. The sounds that they give you are some of the best Roland sounds on the market that are used in plenty of music. They're sounds that are used the most. So this whole thing is geared towards your success at creating and finishing with a quality product, right? Like you could just see off the top of the dome, we got something pretty cool, right? So make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, all that cool stuff. All right, so now let's go find let's find some ensemble strings. Let's use that. So one of the other things people talk about are the pads. The pads are set up for you to play so you can see that's chromatic, but if I hit edit and then note, we could change the key. You know, we could come over, we could change the scale from chromatic to minor. So we got minor, major, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Locrian, minor pentatonic, minor blues, bebop major. So we have all these different scales, you know what I mean? And we could definitely get it popping with the scales, and then we could change the key. So one thing about the pads is you could get it done with the pads. The weakest thing on the Verselab is the chords. I don't know why or how they had that oversight, but literally the weakest thing on the Verselab is the chords. Everything else you could get it done, right? So let's do that. That's super basic. All right. Can turn it way down. Let's add some delay. Add some reverb. Let's add that. So the way we could do that is, see, this is 2 bars. Let's copy it and make it 4. And then we can add that in random places. See, and so now that's what I'm saying about, you gotta think about it, right? And so we have this. Now here's another thing. This is running in 4 bars. Our kit's still running in 1 bar. This is 2 bars, but our Piz is at 4. Now let's go at our bass. So let's copy that out. Let's just make it 4 bars. All right, let's do this. Mess that up. You do have an undo, so hit exit and that, undo. So we got that. And now this together, there's small things you got to remember. Like we got to go over to track 4. We got to select this note. So edit in here. Bam. So we got to, let's exit. We want to undo. We want to hit edit, then that button, and we want to change the length. Because we don't want it to leak over if we switch our pattern. See, so let's turn it real low. I turned it to 0.1. Let's see how I play. I don't think it shortened it, but it's cool. It definitely should. I might be forgetting something. No, it did it. Okay. So now, let's say I want to add a piano here, right? So let's go to, let's see what our electric guitar sounds like. Change our octave. Okay, let's use that. We only need to be at 2 bars. So now we got that. Let's turn it. Let's add some reverb. Add a little bit of delay. Add some in the highs. Turn down the level. Let's pan it to the left. Alright, so we got that. Now we whamming. Turn it down a little more. Okay, just for the sake of the video, let's go and see if there's a bell. Copy that out. There we go. So we hit the mixer. Okay, so let's just use that, right? So now what we want to do is come over to our section. We have that there. We want to hit copy. You want to copy this section to that one, see? And now I could come out to this section. think what I want to get rid of first is that guitar. So I'm going to hit clear and sequence. No guitar. Let's get rid of Kid. Oh, almost made a mistake, so okay. So the first thing I want to do is copy this here to here. So now we have it over here, and we could put that at 16 bars because that's our whole arrangement, right? Now we could go back to this one, press sequence. We can clear that. So now if we come here, okay, so if we come back over to this section, all right, so I'm a little weird. I'm going to move my stuff around. So I like to have my tracks in order. So I kind of work this way. I know that's weird, but here's my full beat. Here's my beat with the build up. There's that. So now I should be able to take this one and put it there. If I come to my sequencer, now I should be able to get rid of this guitar and all that stuff. So clear, sequence, clear the bell, clear the piz. And we have our simple beat, right? So now if I come back to my section, go to section select, maybe I want this without the bass. So the way that I do it is I'll copy this here to here. And now we have that. You get what I mean? So now I come back out. Or I could go here. We could go to sequence. We could press play. Let's erase the bass. Let's go to our kick. Let's clear the hi-hat. Let's clear the snare. Okay. So if we come back to our section, we have that. We can put it at 4 bars. All right. So let's just say I had that and that was that. So I have my sections. Now I would come to song mode, right? I would hit section select. I hit record. Then I'm just going to select the pad and it's going to go there. I choose the next box. There. Choose the next box. Boom. Choose there. Boom. Choose here. Boom. Choose here. Chorus. Choose here. Breakdown. Choose here. That. So that fast, we have a layout of a song. Let's listen to it. Just so you can get an idea. So there's some small things I want to fix, like I want to fix the bass. So we'll go out, we'll come to sequencer, we'll come to bass, on bar. I want to take those off and give it time to die. Not die, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so we have that. Now, we come here, we could do the same thing. But instead, let's go out and let's just clear it. Or no, let's leave it and let's just erase it. You get what I mean? So we could leave it in the middle, but let's cut it off there. You know what I mean? And so now if we come over, let's do the same. So each section operates different. Remember I told you that. So you got to go over here and manually remove stuff. To some of y'all, that's going to be too much work. But to a guy like me, it keeps me tapped into my song. And even though I know there's shortcuts and other ways to get it done, like you guys have seen me work on enough equipment, you know that I know. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, some limitations are good. And I like these limitations. You get what I mean? I like them a lot, personally. And now, let's just clear that. Decisive work. Now we press play. See, so we got good transitions with the bass. Okay, so now you see how that goes. Now, let's go into our mixer. If we turn our limiter on, you can see the difference. You can see we have different thresholds. I could turn the threshold up. I could turn it down. Let's put it at -5. We have a ceiling, sync and release. Okay, but let's go to the 5-band EQ. Well, we could turn our highs up. Let's go turn it on. See, so switch EQ on. This is our input gain. We could just turn it up. But here's our low. We could turn our low gain up. We could change our frequency. So I put that at 80. We could come to our mids. That's our mid 1. So let's turn it at +3. We put it at 125. Mid gain, mids. So we had the mids. We have our compressor. So you can see we got our compressor turned on. And now you ready? If I went straight over to the vocals, what I would do is hit vocal and you switch. And now if I was to turn on the mic like this, let's do this. Yo, 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 yo. So we're going to use the built-in mic. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. All right, so let's just show how this would work. Let's come here. Let's press record. Mic test. O.T.G. It's a lot of work. Mic test. Yo, let's go right now, set. Bring the beat in. Freestyle shit. Off the top. Mic test, mic test. Alright, so now we have that. Mic test. O.T.G. Supply the work. Mic test. Yep. So let's say I don't like that. I could hit clear, erase that, say okay. I could hit record, turn the mic on. Let's turn our vocal processor on. Yo, yo, let's do that. Mic test. O.T.G. Yeah, yeah. Verselab MV. Every day. Let's go now. Go. Verse on the beat. Verse on the beat. It's a Verselab. This is a test on the beat. Alright, let's turn that off so you can hear it. Mic test. O.T.G. And you can see here that has the Verselab. So it's got built-in auto-tune and a bunch of different other audio effects. And so now if I wanted, I could copy this. I could select, say, this vocal take. And I could put it right here. You just hold it and put it there. See, it says add vocal take. Now, mic test. It's right there. So let's start here. Mic test. O.T.G. Yeah, yeah. Verselab MV. Every day. Let's go now. Go. Verse on the beat. This is how, once you kind of get that understanding, you know, you can do your vocals You could do a chorus. And once you understand that, that's how you can operate in the 6 minutes of audio time that you get. See?
Mic test.
Now we back again.
Mic test.
And so we good now. You know what I mean? Let's clear that vocal tape, because it sounds crazy. But you guys see how it go now. Let's get off of there. And we back to our song. So you can see the Verselab has an easy workflow, man. It's really super dope. I like it a lot. I feel like this was a long video. People been asking for a long video for a while. And this is my top to bottom thoughts on the Verselab. And like my first introductory video of the Verselab. I've done other ones, but this is the one. And you know, since I'm recording this album and I'm making an album, I'm going to introduce the Verselab a lot. I sample the MPC into the Verselab. I sample the Yamaha into the Verselab. And because of the vocal track, I get it all done. You know what I mean? The limitations aren't too much. The limitations actually make you stay focused. The build of it's good. These knobs aren't breaking. You get what I mean? Like, you got enough ins and outs. The I.O. is good. The extra ability of working with an app. You got 2 headphones. You got a built-in mic to sample. You could turn it into an interface. This is the future right here. It's a one-to-one. There's nothing else on the market like it. Like, I could record whole songs in the MPC, but it's not really set up with a vocal tracks for you to do that. You know what I mean? It's not set up for the songwriter in mind, and the Verselab is. So hopefully you found some value. Hopefully you watched this video. Hopefully you got some understanding what the Verselab is. I definitely think that it's dope. I definitely think that it's worth it in 2025. I think this is one of those pieces of gear that you buy and you master it over years' time. Along the way, you're going to make some great songs, and I think you can only get better the more that you use it. You know, you got the Roland Cloud app. You can add expansions. You know, I'm hoping that Roland at least adds the J6 chords inside of it. If they don't, you're definitely going to need a mic and maybe a chord sequencer or something to do the chords. But if you buy this, it's all inclusive. Everything you're doing in here, you're doing in here. It doesn't really slice samples that way. You only have a way where you got to kind of choose your slices, and it does 3 slice modes, and you get what you get, and you make what you make. You know what I mean? So make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. This is my video on the Roland Verselab MV